Hey, welcome back to Giving Chances Farm. And today, just out here, we're gonna... This right here is our brooder box that we normally use. The ducks are getting a little bit big for them, and it's still kind of chilly out. Plus we got chicks that's about ready to hatch out of the incubator, and underneath Katie. And also we have 54 meat chickens, so we're getting 54 Cornish cross. And with Murray McMurray, with every order that you order from them, they send you a surprise chick. So there will be 55 chicks coming. So what we're going to be doing today, let me back up so you can actually see. Michaela's got the board that was in her hand, will be the divider board. And this will be one pin, and this one will be another one.
Yep.
So we're getting wood ready. We're using scrap boards that we've had before. This came off of some crates that we've gotten from a company near us that no longer use them, so we just took them off their hand. We've also used those to help build walls in the barn, or help attach to some of the walls to eliminate some of the cracks and the wind blowing through here. So we're going to be using those today, and then Tony's getting ready to cut some boards to help hold those up. And then we'll be taking some of the mulch that we have from the tree service people, and we're going to use that as the bottom base of the two pins.
There.
So we got our little helpers out here.
If we have to go all the way up to it at all.
I'll cut a shim board.
Okay. So
Like with everything,
right
it's never going to be level, so you have to cut pieces to help with that. So Tony said he was going to cut a shim board underneath it to help make it level. So at one point, this used to be a chicken. We've taken one of the stalls and turned it into a chicken coop. That's why you can see all of the chicken fencing up. And then we even went up into the hay loft in the rafters and put in between each of the joists up there, so critters can't come from the hay loft down. And then we got there, all along both sides, and then on the door.
Which, for this project, this will be especially good for keeping out the cats from getting the chickens and the ducks.
Right. Well, we used to have problems with coons, and a couple times we had skunks in here eating the cat's food. But
Speaking of cat, there comes one.
with all the cats that we have, we don't have near the problem with the coons and
Okay.
or anything else. So
There's more. Go, I got it. Will it come out with this? Yep.
now we've added mulch here, and we just got to add some more over here on this side, and we'll be good. So we got both pins with the boards up, and I put some rocks, or not rocks, but bricks in there that will hold up the their water. The girls want to put the ducks on this side, and then when we get the chicks from Murray McMurray, we'll stick them on this side. I got bricks in there. We had to put a few of the bricks in a piece of cement back there along that side to help hold the mat down, because the mat used to go up the wall, so it kind of curved. So we gotta get that curve out of that. So we laid some bricks down to help with weight, and hopefully eventually that will help with that. So then the only thing we have left to do is to put the ducks in there and give them a heat lamp that they already have in their stall, or not stall, but in the brooder. And I'll show you exactly how messy they are in here. The girls just cleaned that bedding like a day or 2 days ago, and it's already nasty. So I think putting them in this box, that will help with the ventilation and possibly help with drying it, instead of like the wood shavings that we use in this box. Plus all that water, that moisture that you see on that mat is from them ducks messing around in that water in there, and it just drains right there at that, and then it comes out on the ground. So we gotta get that cleaned out when we move them. That way we can get that board that's in there on the bottom dried out. That way if we would happen to want to use this brooder, because we have 16 chicks between the 11 in the incubator and the 5 that's underneath Katie. When they hatch, we may stick them in the brooder box and then just put the Cornish cross over here in this box. That way we'll have all 3 things going at one time. This is the first time we've ever had this many at this time, but we'll make it work. We always do. And we'll go from there. So I'll bring you back when we actually add them, if that's what Tony decides to do. I'll bring you guys back and show you that.
told you that one's the littlest. Huh. They found it. Everyone except that one's staying under.
Don't go over there. Clean the old brooder.
Alright, so we got the little brooder pen set up. This will be the first time we've ever used more of open top system like this. But the way that I built this pen, it's all movable. We can take it out if we need to. But this center panel, it's just pinched on both sides, front and back, so we'll actually be able to lift that out, and I could use this whole area if I needed to. And then even side to side, we can pull those front panels out if I needed to, and then we have the whole stall again. Because like I said, in the past, this whole stall has been used as a chicken coop before in the earlier stages of the chicks, all the way up to right before they started laying, and then we would always transition them over across the aisleway to the laying pen. So
Technically, this brooder box, there's a door on both ends. So this side is where, if you can see, there's 4 nesting boxes, and then there's a door there to where you could actually get and down on the other end is a door to where it comes down as a ramp for them to go in and out.
Yep. So we wanted to make this switch because 30 chicks is, to this date, is the most that we've put in the brooder at one time. And then with the 11 that we have that should be hatching by Monday.
We have
so
16.
3 days from now we have 11 in the brooder that should be hatching, and then the following day or the day after, Katie has 5 underneath her that'll be hatching, and then at some point the week of the 21st, we should be getting an email from Murray McMurray Hatchery saying you've got 54 birds on the way to pick up at the post office. So we're going to need some room for a brooder. My thought is I'll use that box for the other laying hens, or the
16
the ones that we are hatching out here. I'll use this pen to start the 54 meat birds in, and then I'll have to get it in gear and get my chicken tractor moved outside. I'm still debating on that one. Part of me likes the style like Joel Salatin uses. It's only about 2 foot high, and it's I think his is a 10 by 12. I like that until it comes time for butcher day, and then I don't like the idea of trying to climb in there to get the birds out. So we also thought about the I can't remember off the top of my head the guy's name that has the set of plans for the other one. It kind of looks like a hoop house with a actual man door on the end of it that will you slide as a chicken tractor. It's like something, or it's his name, and then it's like stress-free chickens or something like that, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I got the book on the way, so we bought it off Amazon. So
It's actually here.
or actually it did get here the other day, didn't it? I haven't been able to sit down long enough to see the book yet, but we've been staying pretty busy. We got a big farmer's market tomorrow, so
But do you remember how many That one don't.
That one won't hold the whole 54. I'd have to build more than one of those, and that's the problem that I have with it. So I've got it planned out to where I could build the Salatin style one and make it hold all of them in one pen. So the other option we would have, though, is technically we could still use the other style tractor. I would just use the Premier One poultry netting around it, and then only go out there and button them up at nighttime. So they each kind of have their pros and cons, but we'll venture to figure that out here in the next couple of days, and probably get to building. Unfortunately, we got 2 busy days coming up this weekend, so I got to get things accomplished, but I'll probably end up building it here soon, because I mean I've got up to 3 weeks of them being in here before I got to worry about it being done. So I've got a little bit of time to spare, but not much. So, but I hope you guys enjoy the videos. The girls are still pretty excited about their ducks. Honestly, I don't know who's more excited, the kids or me, because last year at the farmer's market when I tasted duck eggs for the first time, that kind of got us all started on this. And then when we brought home the 5 Australorps, the person that we bought those off of, he used to basically run his own hatchery out of his house. And he's the one that told us that if we wanted ducks for egg production, that the Khaki Campbell was the duck that we wanted. So we took quite a while trying to find them. In our area, they weren't as easy to find locally as the pecans were, but we did finally find some. So now we're gonna wait and see how many hens and how many drakes we got, and then we'll try to get some of them. That way we can hatch the eggs out as well. So
Hopefully.
worst case, if we can't get one of them to become broody and do it themselves, then we will, if Katie continues to be broody, we'll use her, or we'll take them in the house and put them in the incubator. So.
And hopefully we have more hens than we do drakes.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Either way, we have a contact of the guy that will take the drakes if I have too many of the drakes, so that's not that big a deal. He does a lot of swap meets for poultry and waterfowl and stuff like that, so he's the one that came and got quite a few of our roosters out of the last batch. So, but thanks for spending time with us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on social media with all your family and friends, comment down below, and we'll be sure to reply to you. So, and then also check out our other videos, playlist, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
bye.